Right, what's up? Welcome back to yet another video from Karan and Sandhya. And you know what, we are thinking we'll do one, or at least we'll try to do one every single day
Yes.
and probably answer your questions if you have any questions. And before all of it, make sure you subscribe, right?
Subscribe.
Yes, that's something that's really important that you do. And in this one, I or we want to address the common question, which is what
Yeah.
a lot of people ask, hey, I'm confused. What do we do? Confused, right? I did my engineering. What do I do next? I did
Journalism. What do I do next? Mostly people would say I'll go and be a journalist, but no, a lot of students who do journalism are equally confused.
right. So confusion is a part of life.
Yes, it's
and
a good state to be
it's a
in,
good state
right?
to be, like Tony Robbins says, right?
Yes.
If you're confused, that's a
Good
great place to
state.
be in. Right? Most people treat it negatively.
Yeah.
That hey, people call me confused,
right.
and they take it in a wrong way,
Yeah.
which I
It's
think
like-
is
Yeah, they say like, oh, you're confused, you're a mofo, you're stupid, right?
right, which I think is completely wrong. Being confused is good. It actually shows that you are thinking and you're not just moving with the flow, or you're not following the herd.
Yes. Not being the sheep in
Right.
the crowd, right?
And I think before we talk about how do you resolve the confusion,
Yeah. I've kind of given away. Okay.
so here's one thing that I would like to talk about. Like people who are saying that you're confused, let's say your family or your relatives who probably have, let's say, a business or a retail outlet. Let's take an example, right?
Yeah.
They have a retail outlet. They are confused too.
Oh,
It's-
yeah. You
It's
bet.
not. It's not that they, when they were born or when they were growing up, they always thought, "Hey, I want to be sitting on a chair in a retail outlet." Right? That's
Well, yeah.
for financial security. It's not
True.
something that they enjoy doing. They do it
Yes.
out of necessity.
Yes, I know two family members, like, they are super unhappy being the
They-
owners of a restaurant.
Right? But they still do it because it's just financial security. So the fact that they're calling you confused is absolutely incorrect, because they chose financial security over passion, over fulfillment. And at least you're trying to figure out what's the right answer for you and not choose something that'll make you unhappy. So you're one step ahead. So anybody that calls you confused, ask them how fucking happy they are.
Yes.
Right? So now taking that aside, what's your step? Like how do you resolve the confusion?
For me, I wouldn't really let the mind answer that one. I would say, let's keep rationality aside.
True.
And I will let my intuition guide me. And that's what I've always done. Whether it's, going and applying to study at the London School of Economics and then working towards getting full scholarship, or any and every pursuit. So you're following your intuition.
Right. And I think that's really important, because even I'm somebody who believes in that. You should be open enough to experiment. At least when you're young, at least till the point you're in your mid 30s and you have your family to look after, you should be open enough to experiment, right? If you feel like you should be a DJ, go give it a shot. But then give it 100% shot,
Yeah.
right? If you feel like you should be a RJ or a gym trainer, an actor, a creative person, go do it. Like, try 10,000 different things, and don't let anybody tell you that you are confused or you're doing it wrong, right? But when you go and try different things, give it 100% shot.
Yeah.
When you're doing one, be focused in one, give it 100%. If you dislike it, awesome, you have the option to move on to the second thing, right?
True. And I guess sooner or later, your loved ones, your family, they are going to support you in your decisions. Maybe not at the start, or maybe yes at the start as well. But you
Yep.
follow your intuition, right?
Yeah. And like I always say, it's not about your family members. And the fact that they're not supportive of you, that's their job, because they fear you may go wrong, people will make fun of you, you may hurt yourself, or you may not have a secure career. And they're being right in being fearful. But they are fearful because it's your fault. You are not giving them 100% confidence, because you yourself are not 100% sure, the moment you try and do something, and the moment you go after something where you are 100% sure, I think everybody would believe in you.
True.
If your family members don't believe in you, it's your fault
Oh,
because
wow.
you don't believe in yourself enough.
Right. I mean, this is reminding me again about what you were speaking with me yesterday. I wouldn't really name that relative, but then he said, "Are you sure?" Like he was telling my
Right.
mom and me, "Are you sure? Like, you got the admission at the LSE, the London School of Economics." I'm like, "Hello, like this is the not appointment. This is the admission letter, and this is the letter for scholarship." He's like, "Yeah, I know, but there is a lot of fake stuff out there in the world. And are you sure, like, this is the letter from the LSE and stuff like that?" So here you have the example, right?
Yeah. So, like, here's the answer to your question. Like, be open, experiment with a lot of things, and eventually you'll find the stuff that you love doing, right? Unless you experience stuff, there's hardly a way to determine if you like it or dislike it or if it's the right career.
Yep.
But most importantly, I think before you decide to choose your career, because career eventually is important, right? So here's what I would keep in mind. What are your strengths? If I say I want to be Mr. Olympia or the best bodybuilder in the world, I would be really stupid because I can never freaking be the best bodybuilder in the world because I have to be honest with myself. My genetics would not really support me to beat the best bodybuilder in the world. I can't beat Phil Heath or I can't beat Kai Green or all the other greats, right?
Yeah. Also, time is of essence, right? Maybe if the person wants to invest 20 years and give it a shot, but then he lost 20 years in just thinking of maybe
True.
beating somebody, right?
Right.
Time is of essence.
So
It's passing
again,
by.
that really depends on if you really want to be the best. If you're like, hey, I don't give a shit about being the best in the world. All I want is to be the best in my area, but I want to give it a shot. By all means, give it a shot because at the end of it, I honestly feel there's no right or wrong. There is no success and failure. Your success is just your definition of success, right? It could be different for me, different for your family, your friends. Who the fuck is someone to say that, hey, you're successful
unsuccessful.
or unsuccessful,
Yeah.
right? Because that's very freaking subjective.
True.
So if you're confused, give it a shot, right? But when you give it a shot, go 100%.
Yes,
Don't
and
stop.
don't follow the crowd, the herd. Just follow your intuition. It'll take you to the right place and right career.
Yeah.
And maybe set of careers, right? If you want to be multi-passionate.
We have really limited time, maximum, I guess, 20-25 years, where we actually are doing stuff, right? When we are in control of things. Because while you're growing up, most likely your parents are making decisions for you. When you're old, most likely you're not 100% fit to like really go out and do the work. So it's just from 22 to sometimes 50 is when we have the cream time, especially 20 to 40 is the time when you can experiment and do a lot of stuff. So don't waste that time. Do everything that you want to do so that you don't regret not doing anything. So that's it for today.
Yes.
And Sandhya and Karan will be back tomorrow. Anything to add? Nope.
All
So,
green lights.
awesome. Talk to you guys tomorrow.